Hello and welcome to the Cameo Show. I'm your host, Cameo. If this is your first time joining, thank you so much for being here. Welcome. We're pumped to have you. If you show up frequently, I can't thank you enough for continuing to be here and showing your support for the show and for the message. Today's episode is going to be pretty brief. I've been thinking a lot about what it means to be fulfilled. As we experience change in our life, I feel like it's normal to kind of evaluate what makes you happy, to evaluate what makes you feel fulfilled. And in thinking about what it means to be fulfilled, I realized that there isn't really a right answer. There are plenty of people or programs or opinions that will tell you that there is one way to feel fulfilled. But the truth is that to each individual, it's really dependent upon what their personal need and definition of fulfillment is. High level, it seems there are two different ways of feeling fulfilled, internally and externally. And neither is right or wrong. External things that provide fulfillment for people are possessions, acquiring things, relationships and community, careers, titles, recognition. And the internal things that provide fulfillment are personal growth and development, self-acceptance, learning to enjoy the process, cultivating emotional intelligence, having a sense of purpose, serving others. As I analyze my own situation in trying to understand what makes me feel fulfilled, I think I'm an internal fulfillment kind of gal. At different phases of my life, have had a lot of external things that I could identify with, that I felt defined by. And those were great times in my life too. But for me personally, I always felt like there was just something missing. It wasn't the trophy or the title or the promotion. Those things made me happy. They were fun. They were great. I'm grateful for them. But I didn't always feel fulfilled. And as I've leaned into understanding myself, I feel more fulfilled by making choices that align with who I want to show up as every single day, and enjoying the process and enjoying experiencing all of the range of emotions that come with every single day. And they can fluctuate at the drop of a dime. Because when you're a mom of teenagers and when you run your own business and when you are striving for personal growth and have goals that you've put on your own plate, things change and emotions can flare from one second to the next. And for me, allowing myself to be present during all of that is a sense of fulfillment that I didn't have when I was pushing for an achievement or for a possession. As I've learned to connect with myself in all of those ways, I feel like that provides direction for me in my decision making. And as phases have changed in my life and my roles have evolved, it has created space for me to know what it is that makes me feel alive, what it is that I could do forever without getting tired of it, on repeat forever, if no one was watching. If there were no awards, if there was no social media, if no one knew anything. And there's something very freeing about that. And it will change, and it has changed. And like I said, there is no right or wrong definition of fulfillment. As I close down this episode, I said it would be brief. I just wanted to share what I've been contemplating and hopefully inspire you to ruminate a little bit on that question for yourself. Which do you think plays a more significant role in long-term happiness for you? Is it internal fulfillment? Is it external? Are happiness and fulfillment synonymous? Can you be sad and still be fulfilled? Can you be fulfilled without experiencing sadness? Does purpose need to be something grand? Can it be small? Can it be a random act of kindness? Does connecting with others enhance your sense of fulfillment? Does it drain you? Do you feel more fulfilled in isolation? Is that possible? And then how do we stay open to the idea that everyone's definition is not the same? and that your own definition may be different than it was a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and it likely is. How do we stay connected to ourselves in that way? This episode's been a little bit deeper. I feel like I've been a little more introspective lately. And I think that it just goes back again to what I said at the beginning of the episode. I'm experiencing a lot of change in my life. And along with that change, though there isn't a lot of downtime, I'm connected to myself in a way that makes me want to make sure that I'm staying present through all of these changes and allowing myself to feel all of the feelings that come with those. And so part of that is staying curious about the human experience. Thanks so much, as always, for joining the Cameo Show. We have a text feature. I would love to hear from you what you feel fulfillment is to you. There are ways that you can reach out through social media, through my website, through emailing the show, leaving a comment or a review, wink, wink, that add to this sense of community that we have here. I appreciate each and every one of you who do that already and encourage more of you to do so. It's easy to feel lost and isolated in a way that isn't a positive feeling in the world today, and I appreciate that you're here with me experiencing life and everything that comes along with it. Until next time.